We are going to look at adding and subtracting matrices. The first thing that we need to identify when we want to add or subtract a matrix is that we need to make sure the dimensions of the matrices match. They do not have to be square matrices, but they must match. Our number of rows and our number of columns must match each of the matrices that we wish to add or subtract. So in this first example, we have a 2 by 2, a 2 by 2. We can add these together and get a result. In my second example here, I have a 2 by 2 and a 2 by 3. Since these dimensions do not match, we know that we can't add this. This is undefined. Now that we've identified what we can add here, we're going to look at how we actually add matrices. And this is fairly straightforward. We look at the positions that are corresponding, and we will add those terms together to get the corresponding sum. So since we have a 2 by 2 matrix, our sum will be a 2 by 2 matrix. And looking at the first position, position 1, 1, and position 1, 1, I have 2 plus 4 will be 6. Looking to the right, we have 3 plus negative 2 will give me 1. 5 plus 8 will give me 13. And 6 plus 3 will give me 9. So this is the sum of these two matrices. And again, since these dimensions on the two matrices do not match, they're undefined. Using the same matrices, we are now going to look at subtraction. Again, the key to subtraction is that we have to have the dimensions of the two matrices that we want to subtract must be like dimensions. They have to match. I have a 2 by 2 here and a 2 by 2 here, so those are matching dimensions. Down here again, I have a 2 by 2 and a 2 by 3. These do not match. So again, this second example is going to be undefined. We can't subtract these. Now looking up here at the one that has a matching dimension, again, they don't have to be square matrices. They just have to have matching dimensions. We are going to look at this again, element by element. We are looking at corresponding positions to get this difference. So we will have a matrix that will be of the same dimension as the two matrices that we start with. I'm going to look at 2 minus 4 is negative 2. 3 minus negative 2 will be 5. 5 minus 8 will be negative 3. And 6 minus 3 will be 3. So this is the difference that I get. One way some people may wish to look at the subtraction is that this subtraction essentially distributed over all the elements inside the matrix. So you could look at this rewritten as an addition of matrices if you think of this negative distributed over the elements. So you could rewrite this as this matrix plus the matrix of negative 4, positive 2, negative 8, and negative 3. So very similar to the way that we can rewrite integers with subtraction, we can change some signs and have the same results. By an example of what I mean, if we look at 5 minus negative 2, we can rewrite this as 5 plus 2, and the results of these two computations are going to be the same results. We should get 7 here and also 7 here. And that's what I mean by this idea of it looks like this distributes across there. You can think of it as that way. We change from a subtraction to an addition and can get the same results. Let's work through a few more examples. Take a minute, look at these, try them, and then we will work through them together. All right, let's work through these problems. Checking dimensions, I have a 2 by 3, a 2 by 3, so this is defined. This is addition, so I'm going to look at the elements in corresponding positions and write down their sums. 2 plus 5 is 7, 3 plus 8, negative 1 plus 6, 5 plus 9, 6 plus 1, and 0 plus 3. So this is my sum. Next, we're going to look at this. We have some vector-looking matrices here, and we want to subtract. Again, checking dimensions. I have a 2 by 1, 2 by 1. They match dimensions. We're doing subtraction, so I'm looking at corresponding positions. My difference will be a matrix of the same dimensions. 2 minus 3 is negative 1. 1 minus 8 is negative 7. And then lastly, looking at this bottom example, I have a 2 by 2 and a 2 by 3. These dimensions do not match, so we are done here. This is undefined. Cheerful calculations.